So, I'm going to be 18 soon, right? As a matter of fact, in 2 days. It's the 18th right now of February. And I turned 18 on the 20th, right? And, I got a job and everything now, right? I have to go open a checking account. I have a debit card and everything, right? I have my own money, which has led me to thinking about other things I need that I had not previously thought about, such as buying a car, buying a house, getting a job that provides me enough money to, live. And it's made me realize one thing, which is that this shit ain't sweet. Now, I figured, my honest to God plan was that this was my actual plan. I was gonna ask my Mike Beast if I could go move back to New Jersey and work for Florio Landscaping. That was the plan. And that was the plan. I never did the math on it or anything, but it was just what I came up with in my head. And I was like, oh yes, it's the best plan ever. Totally gonna work, right? And I did the math on it. And I realized that if every day I'm getting paid that same $150 and I'm working 5 days a week, that's still barely enough money to get by. I thought that would be more than enough, but I did not realize how unbelievably fucking expensive everything is. Because $150 to me sounded like was a lot of fucking money at the time. And I was like, oh, this is fucking great, and I can make this every single day. I thought that was a ton of money. Now, I'm looking at it, I realize it's a okay amount of money. It's not amazing. And it's led me to looking at other jobs and how much they pay. And it's made me realize that now, I'm not going to college, believe it or not. My GPA is dog shit. I'm barely even graduating high school. But I started looking at other jobs that don't, need a degree. And my options are I go to a trade school, which is expensive. I learn a trade. And then I get paid a normal amount of money, right? For a pretty good job, right? But the problem is, trade school is expensive. I don't have trade school money. So for now, that's off the books, right? The other option, or not the other option, but the other thing I might have to do, and I think I'm going to have to do, is work multiple jobs. I have a job right now working at an ice cream place. It is like, because we don't have Dairy Queen down here, at least not like everywhere. So we got this place called Twisted Treats. That's where I work. That's my job. I work at Twisted Treats. I serve ice cream. And now, it is probably just because I'm in training, right? But I got 3 hours of work this week. 3. The entire week. 1 week is, let's see, it's 168 hours in 1 week. And 3 of those are spent working. So, and I figured, before applying here, this would pay me enough money to, not like live and buy a house, but at least enough money to where like I can at least support myself while still living in this house. Like it would be enough to go, pay off a fucking car or something and buy food at least, right? No, I don't think so. I asked someone who was working there for, I think, a year how many shifts they get. And their answer was 14 hours a week, which isn't bad, right? That's 14 hours a week, making $13. We'll say that's like, that's fucking terrible. That's bad. That's really bad. Now, given it's a part-time job, right? I don't expect a ton of shifts. However, I never really, acknowledged how fucking bad that is. That is, a little under 200 a week. That's bad. Now, I guess the problem is, I would go get a full-time job right now, right? Wherever the fuck I could even get hired. But I still got high school. I don't have that time in my day to go get a job. However, see, I don't have the time to get a full-time job, but I need the full-time job money. So I'm kind of stuck, right? Because my mom's fucking broke. She can't help me with shit. I asked her to help me finance a car. She said, no, I have $0 to my name. And then she got into an argument with me about it because she didn't like the fucking car I wanted to finance. Which, if you're wondering, is a Miata. I want a Miata. A newer one. And she said no. So, I have to make my own money. And there's a saying I hear a lot, or not really a saying, but just this kind of fact of life, that connections are the most important thing you will have. Connections to people, that can get you in good jobs with good pay or whatever, right? The only connection that I know of that could get me a job is Mike Beast. Would I... Listen, truthfully, if literally nothing is going my way down here, I hate the state of New Jersey. But if I'm, dead broke and, I literally need, to work, then yeah, maybe I'll move up there. But I'm talking, I'm under threat of becoming homeless, like that type of broke. If... Let's say Florida landscaping existed in Florida. I would work there. I'd work there right now. I would go apply. However, I hate the state of New Jersey. And I don't want to step foot in that fucking place in my life ever again. If I have a choice. Which is why the only reason I ever would move back is if that choice was taken away and I had to. And another thing, all these jobs I thought, paid, good amounts. They don't. My dream job, always, was to be a bartender. I always thought it was a cool job, and I thought they made a lot of money. Actually, they might, because I know they get tips. They might. But that's... From what I've seen... They don't get paid a ton, but I think that's just because that's their salary without tips. I think it's, I don't know. I don't know. But I'm going to go ahead and assume it doesn't pay well, right? Just for the sake of this conversation. Right, and it's this job I always wanted. And I'm realizing it doesn't pay nearly as much as I thought it would. And I'm looking at all these different jobs I thought would pay, crazy amounts, and I'm realizing these don't pay shit. And it's not necessarily that they don't pay shit. It's more that everything is expensive now. Everything is very, very, very fucking expensive. And these jobs, which would have been great 10 years ago, are now garbage because the fucking... The prices are up on everything. But for some reason, minimum wage isn't going up. No. Yeah, the middle class is being destroyed. But like literally, like the middle class is about to be a thing of the past. I need to get my bag. 1% of Americans control 20% of the 20% of the economy. So 1% of Americans have 20% of the money, pretty much. And I need to somehow navigate this without a college degree. So shit's tough. Shit's tougher than I thought it would be. Am I gonna hustle? Yeah. Because truthfully, alright, listen, I know I have a reputation as a lazy person. But I'm telling you this from a place of unbias. It couldn't be further from the fucking truth. I hate school. That is true. I fucking hate school. I think it is a waste of time. And I think it kills your brain. I think school is purposely designed to literally kill your brain. So I don't fucking do it. Because I would genuinely, in the most real, like 100% serious, I would rather kill myself. So I don't really participate in school that heavily. Right? Which means no college, right? No money. But despite my utter hatred for school, I am very willing to work. As a matter of fact, I enjoy working. It makes me feel good. Just making money, just looking in my fucking bank account and seeing money, it makes me happy. It brings me a sense of purpose. However, I still need an amount of money that will support my life. Now, I wouldn't say I have expensive tastes, right? I don't need the fastest fucking car. I don't need the nicest house. But I want enough to be able to somewhat freely spend my money. Like, I want enough money that I can just spend, like, 50, $100 on a fucking, like, vinyl player, on a whim, right? I can just throw out that kind of money. And that is becoming a lot more unrealistic as I look into things. So yeah, I gotta hustle. Odds are I'm probably gonna end up working 2 jobs. That or let's say let's say I'm at the end of the line, right? Let's say there was no financial support, right, coming in from elsewhere. I am making no money. And I'm on my last legs. What I would do then is I would sell my house, if I have a house. I would sell whatever I own. I'd save, let's say, $1,000, right? I would purchase a gun. I'd purchase ammo. And then I would find, or I would, I suppose, track down Elon Musk. And then I would shoot him in his fat fucking face. And that would be the story of Brandon Mack. Because truthfully, I think he is the worst, if we are talking in the sense of how detrimental you are to society. I think he is not only the worst man alive, I think he is one of the worst men ever. Easy top 3 next to Hitler. And I would blow his brains out of the back of his fucking head. Because he is sitting on $450 billion. And I'm a broke-ass high school student in desperate need of money. And I'm watching this man. I'm just sitting in the corner in my armchair, watching Elon Musk just fuck the ever-loving shit out of the economy. And I would be perfectly happy throwing my life away to kill that man. But, yeah, I don't know. Shit's gonna be rough. Push comes to shove. I don't know. I'll figure something out. I always figure something out. But it's gonna be harder to figure something out than I thought it would be. So, yeah. All I know is I don't care how fucking expensive it is. I don't care if I can't afford it. I'm getting my fucking Miata. Because I want one. I need one. I'm gonna have one. Yeah. I guess that's about it. See ya.